Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jersey Egypt Berber RS, and I'm bringing you my Minecraft video, the progression for the house that I was making for my friend, and basically I did put a crap ton of effort into this. As you can see, in the top right corner of each segment will be the hour, and that's basically the hour that I spent on it, and you can tell that there was a lot of time obviously put into this. So nevertheless, let's get started. Hour 1 was very simple for me. I collected the necessary materials to start building the house. Basically, it was a lot of wood chopping and then converting it into wood blocks. But as you can see, it turned out quite nice for the first hour. I got the outline of the house that I needed in order to complete exactly what I wanted to do. But the problem is coming up. On the left of this wall right now is actually filled completely with water. So the basement is basically underwater right now, but it's no problem because I was able to fix it by filling in every single space down there with a block and then removing it, ridding of the water, and basically making my basement what it is now. Hour 2 required a lot of work. Obviously at the top you can now see that there's a roof, which honestly, it looked good for right there, but trust me, it'll look a lot better later in the video. So what I did to make the roof was I laid down a set of fences and then I put glass on top of it and then another set of fences and then I put stairs on top of it. The fence gave a little bit of style to it, and then the stairs on top started giving it the look of an actual roof, in my opinion. Closest thing I could think that would make it look like that. The basement at this time had no plans whatsoever besides adding that little middle layer of glass just so you could like see under the water, and you know, that was kind of a cool little addition. I thought give it a little bit of a underwater theme, I suppose, to the whole house, which at least in my opinion gives the house a little pizzazz. Hour 3, I spent most of my time working on the roof. Excluding the roof, all I think I really added was this little porch in the front of the house, which gave the house a little bit more depth and, you know, personality, at least in my opinion. I also went mining. I received quite a bit of iron and also quite a bit of coal, which, you know, coal really didn't help me much at this point in the game. It doesn't affect me, didn't really help me. But the basement didn't really have any changes or additions to it because I really didn't have any plans for it at the time. But as you can see, I added a glass roof to the ceiling, so at night you could see the stars of Minecraft, which, you know, is probably something that I want more in real life because that is just something that I always find really cool, is the stars and the alignment and all that kind of stuff. So I figured adding that would be another thing that's kind of a personal preference thing, and you know, it adds a little bit of variety to the house. I guess it's kind of a science house with the aquatic basement and then the spacey top floor. Hour 4 was mainly searching for diamonds, and finally I achieved this goal late in that hour. I found it basically right before the hour part clicked, so I was very happy to find that, and I was also able to find a little bit of gold and a bunch of redstone. The redstone actually plays a big role in my next hour, and surprisingly enough, I thought my redstone was just going to be able to sit in my chest and basically do nothing. But to my surprise, it really did end up coming in handy, as it gave me my idea to finish the basement. Hour 5 was spent with two main additions, one being the basement and the second one being what you will see here in a little bit. When recording the video, I decided that I wanted to show you guys exactly what I got from my mining hour. I did receive quite a bit, as I said before, but I just wanted you guys to see exactly what I got, so there that is. On to the basement, in which I'm just going to let you guys listen in and see how you guys like what I did with it. Now I know I'm not the most musically talented when it comes to Minecraft, but I spent a lot of time tuning the blocks, having to click left trigger in order to higher the pitch, and with there being 24 blocks, that meant I have to hit the last block 23 times in order to hit the pitch that I wanted it to. Now you are seeing the new addition to the house, in which I laid down red wool to give the house a classy look to it, in my opinion, and then adding fences around it to be able to keep you in, giving you a little bit of a back porch, which always is a nice addition to a house, whether it's Minecraft or if it's real life. In hours 6 and 7, no improvements were made to the house whatsoever, but instead, this giant welcome back sign was added. Now you may wonder why this took me 2 hours to accomplish, but making sure that every letter looked decent enough and that the words are symmetrical to each other, but not only with each other, but also symmetrical with the building. Now you're going to see the only flaw with this sign. Earlier in the video you saw that the top floor had a glass roof, and with the sign being so massive in itself, it is noticeable through the glass roof. But considering that this took me 2 hours to make, I figure it wasn't that big of a deal, and it's barely even noticeable when you look through anyway. So let's take one more good look at the sign before we go on to the next section. In hours 8 through 10, a lot of work was accomplished. First off, you can see I added a fence to the front porch and also another set of blocks completely around the house. I spent quite a bit of time mining during these hours, in which you will see momentarily. I also decided I was going to add a side room to the house and most likely to the other side. But now on to the big part. I added a lava fall and a waterfall to give the back porch a nice view. I also have the addition of another portal to my area, which is why I spent most of my time mining to find the necessary materials to make the portal. But I also found a couple diamonds and also a little bit of gold and always some redstone. So overall, that was a very successful trip for me. Hours 11 through 13 were mainly spent adding the 2 rooms to the house with the addition to a small building outside next to the waterfall. Also, I added paintings to the main room to give it a little bit of an artistic look. Plus, before that, it would have been pretty boring. But on to the first room. I made a small hot tub with lava under it to give off the appearance that it would be heating the water. The next room isn't much of a room, just more of a little bit of a fishing dock and basically an easy way out to access my bank, which is what that small building you are seeing right now is. I decided to add multiple chests in there so I'd have plenty of bank space, and I also decided to move my workbench in there and also my furnace. These were my final additions to my house. So let's have one last final tour before we finish things up. So it's final tour time. Let's get started. I'm going to describe basically everything that I did to the house. So first off, we have this front porch with little fences in front, giving you a nice view of the landscape and actually where I spawned in. So then we have the first floor, just a bunch of paintings and, a little bit of stairs and fences and, just a little bit of pretty stuff. So downstairs we have the music room, which we have all these note blocks, and let's not forget the glass that is underwater so we can get a good view of what's going on under the ocean. Next we have the hot tub, which is heated by the lava underneath. But if you could actually feel your Minecraft character's feelings and emotions and I guess just have his sense of touch, then you would actually know. Next, we have the back porch, which you get a great view of the waterfall lava fall combination. And next, we have our portal to the Nether and also our bank. The back porch also has a nice red carpeting to it, which gives it a kind of a cool looking little system. Continuing on, we have our fishing dock and our easy access exit to the bank. Not a very creative room, but it plays an important role. Lastly, we have the upstairs and my favorite room. It has the sky roof so you can see the stars and also the sky whenever you want. And you know, personal favorite because like I said before, I like stars and that type of stuff, so personally it was a big addition to me. And let's not forget the main reason why I made my house in general. I made it for my friend Shelby because she wanted me to draw her a picture, and like I said before, I am awful at drawing. So I decided to do something that, me and her both spent time on before, and now we have kind of a fancy place to play in Minecraft. So as you guys can see, I put forth a lot of effort into this video. Approximately 15.5 hours of work, depending on the render of this video and making sure that the render succeeds successfully. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys would leave a like and possibly a favorite, then that would mean quite a bit to me, and subscribing never hurts, especially if you want to see more content like this in the future. Hopefully she likes her house that I made for her. I know I had a lot of fun making it, even though there were some frustrating points in it. I'm happy I did it, and definitely I enjoyed it. So until next time, I'm Jersey with BroBroRS. I'll see you guys later.